Hi everyone, today is June 2nd, it's Tuesday, and it's the 51st day of distance learning in our 11th week, our second to last week. And if you hadn't noticed, today is H for Hat Day. You might see me wearing a couple of hats. You are supposed to choose a hat you have at home and send a picture of it to your teacher. I hope you find a good hat to wear. Maybe today I'll give you some suggestions, and at the end of the video we're even going to be making a couple hats just in case you don't have any at home. But now it's time for us to start learning. Well, since today is H for Hat Day, we're going to have to practice writing the letter H. So if you look down at the board, you'll see we have our happy face, and we start with a straight line, lift our pencil, do another straight line, and then we use the dotted line to connect them. Straight, straight, connect. Straight, straight, connect. I want you guys to be careful that you go all the way to the bottom, even though you can see that I haven't been. Oh man. That you give yourself enough distance between the two letters so that they don't start to look too close to each other. And when you get to the end of the line, don't try to squish another one in. So let's see. Do you think I have 10 H's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 H's. I'm so used to drawing nines, I've done that twice. Down, down, cross, and there's my 10th capital H. Now a lowercase h, we don't lift our pen. We're going to go down just like we did for the capital, and then we're going to make the letter N. Remember, that's just like you're diving and straight down. Down, just like you're diving and straight down. Down, diving 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 down. And we're almost done. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't try to squish another one in here. Down, diving down. Down, diving down. Down, diving down. There's 8, 9, and 10. Let's see. Oh, now, the other thing we have to do with the letter H is, of course, since today's Monday, we have to draw it. So I have the letter H here. And remember, parents, you want to make it super big so the kids can draw with it. And guys, let's see what I can make out of this capital H. Oh, I see something. I'm going to draw a line right here. And I'm going to draw 2 diagonals. Can you see what I'm drawing yet? Do you know what it is yet? Well, I'm going to put a little tree right here and a little path right here, and I'm going to put a door here. Now do you see what I'm drawing? Couple squares to give this place some light, and maybe something up on the top. I bet you know what it is now. I drew a house. You can still see my H, it's in yellow, and I really should spend some time coloring it in. I think I'll give myself a sun, hoping it's a bright sunny day. But I want to look at the lowercase h for a minute. Now for the lowercase h, I got to look at it. Ah, I see something. Huh? Did I just draw a flower? Looks like I'm drawing a whole bunch of them. You guys figured it out yet? I doubt you have, because that probably doesn't look like a vase like you were thinking I was drawing. In fact, that probably is very confusing. Well, since today is H for Hat Day, you know I had to have someone wearing a hat. And this someone is wearing a flower hat. Now, I think I will take some time to color this one in, just because it's my personal favorite. Let's color in the centers of the flowers. Remember, control your pen, your crayon. No scribble scrabble. Good job. Now with the flowers, I can leave part of the petals white. I don't have to color super duper, like get all the spaces. I can leave some of the flower tips white, kind of like that. My hat, well, since it's a lovely flower hat, maybe I should make it a pretty pink hat. My person, I think I will find my orange crayon and color super softly just to give the face some color. And I'll give some color to the hair too. Ooh, that's looking good. And let's see, a good shirt color. Ooh, I'm liking this. This kind of looks like the pink. It's a really super light purple. I like to color it in darkly so you can see it really well. And, ooh, a dark purple for the shirt. So, I hope you find some creative way to use the letter H in your hat day. And now, it's time for calendar. Well, guys, I think since it's the month of June, we should probably practice our months of the year song. You guys ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. And of course, our days of the week. Days of the week, 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 clap, clap. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. I kind of feel like I have to change hats again. Just doesn't seem right to be wearing the same hat for too long. Now let's see. Let's look at our pattern. Waves. Do you know what the next one's going to be? Do you think it's going to be waves? Yeah, okay, yes, no, you guys have your ideas? Let's see. So I'm going to take my next number and I'm going to put it right here. Let's see if it's waves or if it's something different. This picture shows me a beach scene, so maybe it's going to be something at the beach. All right, let's look. Oh my goodness, number 2 is waves. So our pattern is waves, waves. I wonder what tomorrow's going to be. Is it going to be waves too? Ooh, waves, waves, waves. Or maybe it'll be something different. We'll just have to wait and see. It's too early to know what the pattern is. All right, super preppies, count with me. 1, 2, all done. Now, let's take a look at what today is. We'll put our little hat on today, and we can go right up, bink, right there. Today is Tuesday. Now let's look at yesterday. Remember, yesterday has already happened, so it goes on the number we already have. And we're going to go straight up to, boop, yesterday was Monday. And now it's time to check out what tomorrow will be. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet, so it's going to go on the empty space. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Let me find Wednesday. So let's check these out again one more time. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. It's time to check out the weather. Okay guys, look all around because I'm getting definite sunshine, but the picture is showing me clouds. Let's go inside and see what that is. We have cloudy, rainy, sunny, snowy, partly cloudy, and windy. So I did see a lot of clouds, so it's definitely not going to be this. And I didn't see a lot of wind, so it's definitely not going to be that. I think we can get rid of snowy, darn. And I wasn't getting wet outside, so we can get rid of rainy. So we're left with cloudy or partly cloudy. What do you think it should be? Well, since I saw a lot of sunshine, we're going to go with partly cloudy. Because there was sun and clouds. Well, guess what? It's time for a story. Well, we're not technically reading a Dr. Seuss book today, but the hat seemed like a good hat to wear while we're reading. Today's Tuesday, so we're going to read another book from our author of the month, Marcus Pfister. Yesterday we read Rainbow Fish. Today it's going to be Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had a glittering silver scale, except for the one little striped fish, but he belonged to the group anyway. Can you guys see the striped fish that doesn't have a glittering scale? Yep, that's right, he's right there. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. There seemed to be endless supplies of the delicious shrimp. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth open to catch as many as he wanted. It was a wonderful life. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot since he too ate the krill that was so plentiful there, and he enjoyed being around the glittering fish. Often, he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins noticed the whale watching them. "Why is he looking at us like that?" he asked the others. He was in a particularly bad mood that day. "See how he's staring at us?" he went on irritably. "Who knows what he's thinking?" After that, all the fish grew more and more suspicious of the whale. "Look at that giant mouth," said one. "Soon the krill will be all gone." Rainbow Fish began to worry. Until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if the whale did eat up all the krill? And why did he keep staring at them? Was he planning on eating them too? One day the whale swam quite near the school of glittering fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. "Look out!" he called. "The wicked whale is after us!" When the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he grew very angry. "I'll show them," he thought. "I'll teach them a lesson." So the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed out with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. The terrified fish fled, racing toward a crack in the reef for safety. But the whale didn't leave them alone. He followed Rainbow Fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. The blue whale swam back and forth, casting sinister glances at the little fish. They were trapped. "I told you that whale was dangerous," whispered the fish with the jagged fins. "We have to watch out for him." After a while, the whale calmed down. He made one last pass and then disappeared behind the reef. Nervous but driven out by hunger, the fish cautiously left their cave and swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. "This is silly," declared Rainbow Fish. "Before we played happily in the sea. Now we hide in terror in our cave. Before there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale." The other fish were all too afraid to approach the whale. It was up to Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at Rainbow Fish suspiciously. "Please, let's talk," said Rainbow Fish. "This fight was all a big mistake. It drove off the krill, and now we're all hungry." The two talked for a long time. The whale told Rainbow Fish how hurt and angry their hostile words had made him. "I never meant to harm you," said the whale. "Just scare you a little." Rainbow Fish was ashamed. "I'm sorry," he said. "But when we saw you watching us all the time, we were afraid you might eat us." The whale looked surprised. "I watched you only because the shining scales are so pretty," he said. Then they both laughed. "Come now," said the whale. "Let's find new hunting grounds." So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new, rich home with krill. And before long, none of them could remember what the terrible fight had been about. Wow, that's a pretty cool story. You know, that's got a really good moral to it. If you talk to the people that are making you scared or worried, or that just you don't understand what they're doing and why they're doing it, sometimes if you just talk to them, you can understand where they're coming from, and you start to realize that you really have a lot of the same things in common with each other, more than your differences. Wow, definitely a good book for today. Time for some math. All right, it's time for math and the number 10. Now remember, today when you're writing, I want you to keep enough space between each number 10. So look down here. We're going to make our first one like this, where we keep the 1 and 0 close to each other. And then we're going to give ourselves enough space to put another 1 and 0, or another 10. You want to keep the 1 and 0 close, but a big gap between each 10. All right, still going. Do you think I can fit another group of 10 on this line? Oh goodness, no. They simply won't fit. Okay, here we go. I've been drawing a lot of 10s. Do you think I have 10 10s yet? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got my 10 10s, and you can tell each one is apart from the other one, so they're easy to see as 10, because otherwise they would look like this. You see what I'm doing by putting them really close together? They start to look like one ginormous number. And we don't want them to look like that. So definitely put a good space between your numbers. Now, because today is Monday, we usually show our number. So I guess we're going to have to go over to my kitchen counter and see the different groups of 10 that I have. So we'll start with these right up in front. I got 10 tools. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are pretty big. So I went really small for the next group. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sunflower seeds. And then, just for some fun, I decided that we would count toilet paper rolls. Let's see if we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted to 10 3 times to you guys today. I hope you're able to find some groups of 10 and count to members of your family. It's time for arts and crafts time. And like I said earlier, if you can't find hats, or the hats you have at home are not your favorite, I have 2 hats you can make really easily at home. Take a look. So the first one, the rainbow one, you're going to need a plate for it. And in order to do this, you're going to want to fold it backwards like this. Moms, dads, you may have to help out with that. And then moms and dads, older brothers and sisters, grandmas, grandpas, who's ever helping out, you definitely are going to need to draw a line for the kids to cut. It's going to go around to almost the end. And then you're going to curve back, and when you curve back, you're going to make half a heart. So that's probably not my best one. I think I'll go like that. And I'm going to cut that part out. Now, super preppies, you need a pair of scissors, a really good pair of scissors because you're cutting through a paper plate. Moms, dads, it's probably easiest if you get the cheap paper plates and not the ones that I have that have the plastic coating. It just makes it really tough to cut. But I didn't have any of the cheap paper plates last night, so we're gonna make do with what we've got. So follow that, and then I recommend Super Preppies that you go back to the outside and cut again. Don't try to make that super tight turn inside the plate. Remember, left hand turns and guides, and right hand does the cutting. And I'm gonna pull this out because I don't need it. Now, when I open my plate, you'll see, and I can fold that forward, that I have a really nice heart. Now, if you're going to color it, Super Preppies, have mom or dad or you or someone make a point at the bottom for your heart. I'll make that one really big. And then you just color it in. This is one of those where you can color quickly. Still try not to scribble. You want to color your whole heart in and make it as pretty as you can. I know I'm coloring fast, but when I get to the edges, I try to go a little slower so that I can control my crayon. Okay, now, if you look, here's how the hat looks when you wear it. Pretty cool, huh? Now for the other hat, if you like rainbows, that is the hat for you. So for the other hat, you're going to need a paper plate, and mom and dad, you're gonna need to fold it. Either way, backwards or forwards, just make sure that you fold it in half. And here's an easy trick. Since we're gonna be cutting out the entire center of it, you can go like that. Now, Super Preppies, once you have a hole, you can cut until you get to the circle that I drew on the inside and just cut baby bites, baby bites, baby bites, baby bites, baby bites until you get all the way around the circle. Remember, the left hand moves the plate and the right hand does the cutting, and you will end up with a hole just like this. Now, for the rest of this, what I did was I had a sheet of paper, just any old paper. I think I used light yellow, but you can use anything. Hold on, let me grab some paper. So I just grabbed some paper and I colored a rainbow. I did my red, and I did it all the way across the top in a stripe. And then I did my orange and my yellow, and I did all my colors right next to each other, straight across the paper. I'm doing this super quick just so you can see, but I hope my Super Preppies take their time and do their very best work. Okay, got green. After green, I need some blue. And at the very end, I need some purple. Okay, once you have colored your rainbow all the way across your paper, you're going to want to cut your rainbow out. Just a straight cut across the paper. Baby bites, baby bites, baby bites. And now it's time to assemble your rainbow. So I put a little bit of glue on each side, the side with the rainbow. I don't want to do it on the back. I'll show you why in a second. A little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue here. And now I'm going to slip my rainbow under the plate, and my fingers are on the back holding it down. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and my thumb is on the back holding it down. And you're going to want to count to 10. Oh, let's practice counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it in another language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about, that was Spanish, how about Vietnamese? Mo, hai, ba, bon, nam, sao, be, dam, jing, me. How about Korean? Hana, du, se, ne, dasa, yasa, eagle, yatter, aho, yol. Okay, I've counted in 4 different languages, and I've been pressing down the whole time, and you can see my glue stuck. Now what I wanted to do was I really wanted to get some cotton balls out, and I wanted to put cotton balls all around the outside to make it look like fluffy clouds, but I could not find any cotton balls this morning. So I colored in some blue sky. You can do that too if you want. Don't have to. But I'm going to try and do this as neat as I can. Make sure I get past all those bumpy lines. Okay, here we go. I could probably bring that sky all the way around. That would be cool. I think I'll do that later. But this is how your rainbow hat looks when you put it on. Oh, I gotta take my other hat off. Looks pretty cool. So we've been able to make some hats. Now, if moms, dads, if you Google paper plate hats, oh my goodness, you're gonna come up with a million suggestions. Some of them are really quite cute. These I just found, I thought were the easiest to make. So have fun with Hat Day. Make some goofy hats, wear some goofy hats, send pictures of your hats to your teachers. And, oh, I'm gonna finish with one more thing. So of course I need one more hat. Our website of the day. Well guys, I wanted you to go to the website for Marcus Pfister. He's the man who wrote Rainbow Fish, and the website is called rainbowfish.us. You can learn about Marcus Pfister. You can learn about how long ago he made this story. You'd be surprised, it was actually a long time ago. You can learn what country he comes from, because he doesn't come from America. You can learn all kinds of interesting facts about him. I heavily recommend you check out rainbowfish.us. That's it for today, you guys. Have a happy Tuesday. Bye. One more thing, Chilla and Paula wanted you to see their hats for Hat Day. That's all from us. Bye again.